my life has gotten so much better since I left the old life I was living. And I walked away from so many opportunities to maybe be famous. I had a lot of fame around me, and it didn't resonate for whatever reason. At the time, I didn't understand it. People were calling me crazy for walking away from being with Logan Paul and Mike on Impaulsive and having millions and millions of views. I followed this voice that was just driving me to live for something greater than myself. And I believe we all have that voice. But unfortunately, in the world we live in, that voice gets drowned out by alcohol, by bad friends, bad influences, by drugs, by media, social media, scrolling on our phone, all of these things, all these distractions. We lose touch with that godly voice that is within all of us, that's urging us to do the right thing, to do something greater than ourselves. I just want to say that my life has gotten so much better since dedicating my life to helping other people, helping people that are going through some amount of suffering. And that's really, that's what we do at GEM, at the nonprofit that I work with. It's all about helping people at a time of deep need, whether it's a disaster that's struck, a natural disaster, or whether it's a conflict zone, whether it's a war zone. There's suffering all over the world. It doesn't matter where. There is suffering happening all the time. And we can either ignore that suffering and stay blind to it and pursue selfish ambitions, which we're given free choice. We're given free will. Obviously, you know that. You see plenty of people that are choosing that, are choosing the selfish life. And it can work, right? Because maybe God is preparing those individuals or us that are in that stage in our life, preparing us for something greater and using us to fulfill something greater that we can't see yet. So what I'll encourage is that everyone does a little deep diving in these times where there's confusion and there's deception, and you tune into your heart, you tune into your core, you quiet the noise, and you really ask God for guidance. Like, that's what I did. I asked God. I was like, am I meant to stay here? Am I meant to stay in this environment? Am I meant to stay, where all this money and fame and all this, it's comfortable, but I'm also feeling called to go out into the world and serve. And God made it very clear for me that I was not meant to live a selfish life of accumulation, that I was meant to go out into the world and serve, and I was meant to let go of a lot of things. I was meant to let go of financial safety and comfort and embrace the uncertainty. And I can honestly say that this is absolutely not me. This is God. God has provided for me every single step of the way. And God will do the same for you. God will do the exact same thing for you. When you pray and you ask God for guidance and you get that message and you hear God's voice tell you what to do, and if you follow it, I promise you, God will take care of you. And the path will be uncertain. The path won't be easy. It will be difficult. You will be called to let go of things that you really love, that you are attached to. But when you let go of those things, you make space for something far greater. Yeah, I'm going to keep sharing this as much as I can. It's my testimony. I'm going to keep sharing that, I let go of that selfish life. I let go of the life of fame, and I went out into the world, and I just joined forces with other individuals here at GEM that were doing something great in the world. And I channeled my gifts and my passion and my energy into a collective, right? In this case, it's a nonprofit, right? I put my energy into something that I see as greater than me. And I've seen miracles, absolute miracles. Like in Ukraine, right now we're feeding over 800,000 people a month along the front lines. In Gaza, we're working on, multi-million-dollar deals to help bring in aid and food and water and tents and all sorts of different supplies into the Gaza Strip. And I just see Christ working through this. I see Christ working through this nonprofit, other nonprofits. There's so many different ways to contribute to shining light into this world. So that's what I'll leave you with is just an encouragement to continue to shine light into the world. Despite how confusing it is, despite how dark it seems at times, despite, maybe being confused and not knowing which way's up, which way's down, just keep moving forward and keep choosing to shine light in whatever way, big or small. Whether it's you see somebody struggling, you pray for somebody, right? You embrace someone and you just say, hey, do you need a prayer, right? Can I get you some food? Can I get you some water? How can I help you? It's really in those tiny acts of kindness. Just like Gandalf said, right? It's like in those tiny acts of kindness, that's where what really keeps the darkness at bay.